An aimless bachelor loses his job and finds himself chasing the same girl as his ex-boss. Is it worth watching? Find out when I look at A Strange Brand of Happy on this week's Indy Christian Review. Now before I get into the review, I just want to say that I realized that last week was the 50th episode of Indy Christian Review. Thank you all so much for everyone who supported the show since I started it in 2011. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed hearing your comments and getting your feedback on the show. I really appreciate it, so keep it up, and here's to another 50 episodes. We now return you to your regularly scheduled review. A Strange Brand of Happy was made by Rebel Pilgrim Productions and will be coming out in select theaters this September. I was fortunate enough to get an advanced screener of the film, and I must say I really wasn't sure what to expect going in. I mean, look at the poster. We've got a dude carrying a suit of armor on a wagon with Rebecca St. James watching nearby. Thinking about the poster going in, I was expecting a quirky indie comedy. But as I started watching the movie, I realized, oh, this isn't just a quirky indie comedy, it's a quirky indie romantic comedy with a Christian message. Now that's a combination you don't see very often. We open on our hero, a guy named David. He doesn't care too much about his job, but at least he has a job. For the first 2 minutes of the movie at least. And what follows is a hilarious series of hijinks and capers involving David's roommate conning him into meeting with a life coach named Joyce to get him out of his post-firing depression. Everything goes well for a while, and David even finds himself becoming attracted to Joyce in a clumsy, awkward sort of way.
Look, the reality is you're very pretty. And by that, I mean trustworthy. You're a very trustworthy looking person. And pretty. You're pretty trustworthy.
Now, one of the assignments Joyce gives him is to help volunteer at a retirement home. But his first day there, he runs into his old boss. Turns out the boss also has a thing for Joyce and has been trying to weasel his way into her affections. The residents of the retirement home actually come to David's rescue though, partially out of their own desire for drama. Seriously, a couple of these guys thrive off of drama like a couple of teenage girls on Facebook. Now, historically and with very few exceptions, comedy is not a genre that Christians do very well at. It seems like most of the Christian comedies I watch, you can tell they are just trying way too hard. And when I found out that this was going to be a romantic comedy, I was honestly bracing myself for a disaster. Boy, was I wrong. I laughed out loud so many times during this movie. It's quirky, it's zany, it's extremely well acted, and the characters are just so fun. But it's not all just laughs. It's got a very unique editing style that really enhances the tone of the movie. There's good drama and suspense as we watch the back and forth between David and his rival. And of course, it's just awesome watching the retirees pit the two against each other for their own amusement. And the movie has some really poignant moments too. The Christian element is subtle enough to make it accessible to non-believers, but the message of finding God's purpose in the gifts he's given you does come through strong. Now, content warning for parents, this movie is rated PG-13, and it's definitely not suitable for younger children. Some characters get drunk, there's some innuendos, but I would say though that it's not actually done in bad taste. So parents, you'll want to screen this one before showing it to your family. So like I said, A Strange Brand of Happy comes out in select theaters nationwide on September 13th. To find out where you can catch the nearest showing, go to strangehappymovie.com. And that's all the time we have. Thank you for watching Indy Christian Review. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment if this review is helpful for you. Until next time, may God bless you, and may God bless independent Christian films. Hey, Mr. Researcher? Hey. Do you know Latin? Latin? Why? Well, I got a message last week, and I don't know what it means, but I think it's Latin. Take a look at it. Vale relator. Yeah, that's Latin. I know vale means farewell. What does relator mean? Relator means storyteller. Vale relator means farewell storyteller.